guys, welcome back to Motherhood with Sophie. I'm Sophie. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. The videos that I like to create are following along with my pregnancy journey right now, what I'm going through, and I actually got a couple of cool suggestions for some fun videos that I'm going to try out, so don't forget to subscribe so that you can check those out as they come out in the next couple of weeks, and hopefully this guy comes out in the next couple of weeks too. But as you guessed by the title, today we're talking about what I didn't expect about being pregnant before I got pregnant. The first one that I want to start off with is body image. And I'm sure this is a big topic within pregnancy. It's kind of crazy. So right before I found out that I was pregnant, I actually just went through like a whole fitness journey. So I just done a 90-day program and I got into like the best shape of my life. I was super toned, I felt super healthy, I had so much energy, so I was doing great, which was awesome. And then I found I was pregnant, and my biggest concern straight away was, oh my goodness, obviously my body is going to change and I'm going to gain all this weight, and I just worked super hard to get to where I want to be, and am I going to stick to the meal plans and stuff, and all these different stresses and worries. And to be honest, no, I didn't stick to the meal plans. No, I didn't continue working out. And not saying that you can't, because I've seen so many women that stick to their routines and workouts and stuff throughout pregnancy, and for me it just didn't happen. But the concerns that I had was, in the beginning, obviously no one knew I was pregnant, so I was starting to get look like bloated with the belly coming. I was like, oh my god, people are just gonna think like I'm fat or something like that. And that was a big concern in the beginning, and then it just kind of transitioned into me loving my body, like loving my pregnant. I love my bump. I honestly didn't gain, like, technically pounds wise I gained a lot of weight, but physically, like, I don't see much changes. I know, like, my legs got a bit bigger and stuff like that, and my face got a little rounder, but I didn't really see those much changes, and I just loved how my body is. I love how strong and empowered I feel being pregnant, knowing that my body is capable of creating a human life is like the greatest feeling in the world. One of the second things, mom brain. Oh my gosh. Now this is one I had heard before I was pregnant, for sure. I'd heard about everyone gets mom brain, blah, 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 pregnancy brain. And I just didn't think it would be to the extreme that it actually is. Like, sometimes I'll walk in a room and I'll be like, and what did I get up for? Or just constantly feeling like you're not with it, or someone will tell you a piece of information and then you forget it the next second. Like, pregnancy brain has been crazy to me. So that was one thing that I knew about before pregnancy and I'd heard about, but didn't expect it to be as severe as it actually is. And the funny thing is, everyone keeps telling me, well, just wait, because that pregnancy brain is going to just turn into mom brain, which is even more just a mush. So that was one thing as well that I wasn't expecting to be as crazy as it is. Another one, sleep. Like, I'd heard about this so much, and it was more the fact of I had heard sleep, like, oh, once baby comes you won't get any more sleep, but I didn't think, oh, once you get pregnant you won't have any sleep either. So like, sleep was always like a big shock for my system, even from like the very beginning of the pregnancy. As soon as I started to get a bump, and I'm a belly sleeper, so I love sleeping on my belly. That's like the most comfortable position for me. So obviously I couldn't do that anymore, so trying to adjust to sleeping on my sides was like the hardest. And like, obviously my pregnancy pillow has been a blessing, and it's so awkward to put a pregnancy pillow on the bed without it taking up all the room. But that has been a blessing and helped out a lot through that. But now it's just like the sleep towards the end, when you're in your third trimester, it's just so hard because you have all these pains and aches and your belly's so uncomfortable and you just can't get in the right position and you can't sleep because you have a million things on your mind. So that was another big thing that I just wasn't expecting to be such an impact on my pregnancy journey. One of the other things peeing a lot. Now everyone hears about this one. Everyone says, oh, you pee a lot when you're pregnant. No, you don't pee a lot, you pee constantly. So I already peed a lot before I was pregnant. Now it's to the point of I will pee before I leave the house, and by the time I make it to my car, I need to pee again. So peeing a lot is like the most inconvenient thing of pregnancy. Even sometimes I'll just stand up to go to the kitchen and I'm like, oh, now I need to pee, and I'll sit back down and then I'll need to pee again. So that's like the biggest inconvenience, and just planning your day around being close to a bathroom. Like, there's so often that I'm like, okay, I need to plan. I'm going out for about a couple hours. I need to make sure that I can pee at Target or whatever and stuff like that. So that was a one that I was expecting, but not expecting it so dramatically to have to plan my day around being around a bathroom. So that was a big one as well. And this last one I want to talk about, TMI, by the way. If you want to switch to another video right now, if you're not comfortable with too much information, go ahead and do that now. But bodily fluid, so yes, that icky word that everyone hates, discharge. Now obviously I know people that, women that are pregnant or not pregnant, discharge is part of their daily life, but I'd never heard about how much that it actually increases when you're pregnant. Like, that was mind-blowing to me. In the beginning, I was like, I like constantly went to the doctors and was like, do I have an infection? Is there something wrong? Like, why do I keep having so much discharge, so much bodily fluid coming out? And he was like, yeah, it's just a normal thing with the pregnancy. And I was like, why is this never mentioned before? Like, no one had, and I guess maybe it's because people don't really like talking about your bodily fluids. And I'm sorry, I've had really bad heartburn like towards the end. Like, this last week has been awful. But yeah, so the increase in bodily fluid was a huge shock to me, and just another complete inconvenience of being pregnant. So that was kind of a rundown of a few things that were a little crazy to me that I just wasn't expecting before I found out, before I was pregnant, before I went through this journey. And I'd love for you guys to comment down below if you've experienced these things, if these things were shocks to you as well, or if they were something you already knew, or what were some things that you guys didn't expect about being pregnant before you actually went through it. So go ahead and comment, like and share this video with all your other pregnant mamas and friends and anyone who you think would enjoy this kind of content. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Have a wonderful day.